now we've covered descriptive statement number 1 inside competency number 4. Let's get you fully prepped for the second descriptive statement, which states, standard number 2, the beginning teacher understands levels of reading comprehension and knows how to monitor and teach skills for literal comprehension, such as identifying stated main idea, recalling details, identifying a point of view, inferential comprehension, such as inferring themes, making predictions, and then also evaluative comprehension, like analyzing character development, detecting faulty reasoning. Now, all of this is for students in grades 4, 5, and 6. Wow, that's a big standard that we need to learn. Now, let's simplify this standard. Here we go. I've just rewritten standard number 2. The beginning teacher understands how to effectively teach the 3 levels of reading comprehension, which are literal comprehension, inferential comprehension, and evaluative comprehension. Reading comprehension is not monolithic. It manifests in different levels, each of which equips students with unique skills and a broader understanding of the texts that they're reading. The levels that you're going to want to know for your exam are literal comprehension. This is the foundational level of comprehension. Here, students learn to grasp explicitly stated information that comes directly from the book. For example, while reading a short story, a teacher can ask questions like, who are the main characters? What happened at the beginning of the story? In order to gauge students' literal comprehension. Next, for your exam, you're also going to have to know instructional strategies to teach literal comprehension. First, there's a strategy called question-answer relationships. This strategy divides comprehension questions into 2 main categories. First is called right there. The answers to these questions are easily found in the text, typically within a single identifiable sentence. And the second type of question is called think and search. The answers to these questions are found in the text, but requires connecting information from different sections. The second literal comprehension checking instructional strategy to know are story retellings. This method involves students recalling and describing a text that they've read. This can be such as unaided retelling, also known as free retelling, where students retell the story without any guidance, or aided retelling, where if a student misses a major point during the unaided retelling, the teacher can probe by asking specific questions related to that component. Next, let's move on to inferential comprehension, which goes beyond the literal interpretation of a text. Instead of merely understanding the direct information provided, readers are expected to draw on their personal experiences and knowledge, combining it with the textual information that they read in order to make a deeper understanding, deeper connection, and deeper inferences with the book. This type of comprehension is like putting puzzle pieces together, where some pieces are from the text and others are from the reader's own experience or background knowledge. Key concepts of inferential comprehension is, we say it's in your head. Unlike literal comprehension, where the answers are in the book, inferential comprehension requires readers to rely on their personal insights. Next, let's cover the skills involved so you can catch an inferential comprehension checking question on your exam. If you see the following skills, you want to be looking for an inferential checking answer. These skills include inferring unstated main ideas, making valid comparisons based on text, identifying implicit cause and effect relationships, drawing logical conclusions, making broad generalizations, making predictions rooted in textual evidence, or deciphering themes that aren't explicitly mentioned. Your exam will ask you to match a student need or reading outcome with the correct type of reading comprehension. Here are instructional strategies that can be matched with inferential comprehension. Note that inferential and evaluative comprehension, which we'll cover next, have overlapping strategies. Give your students the evidence. So you might ask, what's the evidence? Discussions here might be discussion questions. Whenever a student makes an inference about a text, ask them to provide evidence or reasons for their conclusions. This not only solidifies their understanding, but also hones in on their argumentative skills. Another strategy you can use to check students' inferential comprehension is called predictive reading. Before reading a story or chapter in a book, ask students to make predictions about what they think might happen based on the title or introductory paragraph or other chapters that they've already read. Now, as they read, they can validate or adjust their predictions. Then we have scenario-based questions, and this is when a teacher gives students hypothetical scenarios related to the story's theme or characters and have them infer likely outcomes or character reactions. Next is illustration inferences, where we can use illustrations, if available, to help students infer the mood, setting, or themes of the story. Moving on to our third form of reading comprehension, and the most challenging is evaluative comprehension, which entails assessing, judging, or critiquing elements of a text. So instead of just understanding or inferring, students will analyze and assess the content that they read. Like inferential comprehension, answers to evaluative comprehension checking questions are also in the reader's or in the student's head, or are derived from personal judgments and are not directly mentioned in the text. Skills involved with answering evaluative comprehension checking questions include recognizing and understanding bias, identifying unsupportive assumptions, propaganda, or faulty reasoning, and differentiating between facts and opinions, also judging a text's character, content, and language use, and then also analyzing themes to determine if they're logical or if they make sense. Furthermore, teaching and modeling strategies that you'll want to know for your exam could be bias detection by using texts with clear biases and have students identify them. We can ask the student why the author might have this bias and how it might affect the text or the characters inside the text. Next, we have fact versus opinion. Provide sentences to our students and ask the students to label them as either fact or opinion. Gradually move to more complex texts. Also, there are character judgments. After reading a story, discuss a character's decision. Did they do the right thing? Why or why not? This can be done in debates or with written reflections. And finally, there is theme analysis. Discuss the central theme or message of a story. Ask if it makes sense or if they agree with what they read. Need to pass your TExES core subjects exam? Click the link in the description below to get prepared faster, smarter, better, with everything you need all in one place. So you ace your exam and become a certified teacher with teacherpreps.com.